The Outsiders, 1983, turned S.E. Hinton's iconic novel into a cultural phenomenon, bringing to life the story of loyalty, class struggles, and coming of age with a cast of future stars. Featuring Patrick Swayze, Tom Cruise, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, and Diane Lane, the film captured hearts with unforgettable performances. Now, 41 years later, fans are eager to know what happened to the cast. From their real names and ages to their career transformations, let's explore where these beloved stars are now, from Hollywood megastars to quieter retirements and bittersweet farewells. Let's go. First, see Thomas Howell as Ponyboy Curtis. Born on December 7, 1966, Christopher Thomas Howell was just 15 when he brought Ponyboy Curtis to life in The Outsiders, 1983. As the thoughtful and sensitive narrator of S.E. Hinton's beloved novel, Howell perfectly captured the innocence and quiet strength of a boy navigating class struggles, gang rivalry, and his own dreams of a better life. His performance resonated deeply with audiences, making Ponyboy one of the most memorable young protagonists of the era.
You put me and soda in a boys' home? No way. I'll be okay. I've saved it myself plenty of times. Besides, we can't afford it. If you had the sense of a billy goat, you'd start cleaning your house up instead of bumming around ours.
Before The Outsiders, Howell had a small role in E.T. the Extraterrestrial, 1982, but it was as Ponyboy that he proved he had the talent to carry a film. From there, he became one of the most promising young actors of the 1980s, starring in Red Dawn, 1984, and Secret Admirer, 1985. However, his career faced a challenge with Soul Man, 1986, a film intended as a comedy about racial identity, but later criticized for its use of blackface.
From every experience, especially, working with...
It was behind me 100%. And when I was 13, I did E.T.
Sunset from the south side, very good.
Howell has since reflected on the controversy, acknowledging how the industry and society have evolved. His personal life also made headlines, from a brief marriage to Ray Dawn Chong to legal troubles in the early 2000s, though he was later acquitted in a high-profile case. Through it all, Howell remained dedicated to his craft, taking on roles in everything from action films to independent projects. Now 59, he continues to be a respected presence in Hollywood, having embraced the lessons learned along the way. 2. Ralph Macchio as Johnny Cade. On November 4, 1961, Ralph Macchio was born in Huntington, New York, destined to become one of the most beloved faces of 1980s cinema. At 21, he stepped into the role of Johnny Cade in The Outsiders, portraying the soft-spoken yet fiercely loyal greaser who, despite an abusive home life, found the courage to stand up for his friends. With his heartbreaking vulnerability and quiet strength, Macchio made Johnny unforgettable, delivering the now iconic line, "Stay gold, Ponyboy."
Man, that was a tough car, huh?
So fast, huh?
Where you are? The story won't be in the paper yet.
Why don't you go?
While The Outsiders showcased his talent, it was The Karate Kid, 1984, that made him a star. As Daniel LaRusso, the underdog who rose to victory, Macchio became the face of a generation. The role's legacy loomed so large that he was initially hesitant to join Cobra Kai, fearing it might tarnish the original's impact. But embracing Daniel's story once more proved to be a career-defining move, introducing him to a new generation while reigniting his stardom.
I'm just looking for more choices at the end of the road. I mean, it's a year.
I can't take it totally seriously. I can't disregard it. Must be someplace.
In 2024, Macchio received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a long-overdue tribute to his contributions to entertainment. Through it all, his family has been his foundation. He credits his wife, Phyllis Fierro, and their 2 children for keeping him grounded. Now 63, Macchio continues to inspire audiences worldwide, proving that some legacies truly do stay gold. 3. Tom Cruise as Steve Randall. Long before he became one of the biggest stars on the planet, Tom Cruise was a kid from Syracuse, New York, born on July 3, 1962. At 21, he took on the role of Steve Randall in The Outsiders, playing the tough but loyal greaser with an edge of quiet resilience. Though a smaller role, Cruise's undeniable charisma and raw energy hinted at the superstar he was about to become. The Outsiders put him on the map, but it was risky business. 1983.
We're taking Evie and Sandy, which means no kids allowed.
Big deal.
This is how you save them kids, pony boy. Had they burned, death hadn't been for you.
That made him a household name, with his famous sock slide scene becoming a pop culture landmark. Behind the success, however, Cruise's early life was far from glamorous. He once described his childhood as unstable, shaped by constant moves and a difficult father. Yet, rather than let adversity define him, he channeled it into his craft, bringing depth and intensity to his performances.
You gotta understand, I really care about Brooke Shields.
Is that you on the side of that airplane?
I want to know.
Peter, you want to know.
From Top Gun, 1986, to Rain Man, 1988, and Born on the 4th of July, 1989, Cruise quickly became Hollywood's most bankable star. Decades later, he remains an unstoppable force, redefining action films with The Mission, Impossible franchise and breaking records with Top Gun, Maverick, 2022. Now 63, Tom Cruise continues to defy expectations, proving that in his world, limits simply don't exist. 4. Matt Dillon as Dallas Winston. Born on February 18, 1964, in New Rochelle, New York, Matt Dillon was only 18 when he took on the role of Dallas "Dally" Winston in The Outsiders, 1983, a film that would solidify his place in Hollywood. Dally is a streetwise, tough-as-nails greaser with a hardened exterior but a fiercely loyal heart. Dillon's portrayal captured the vulnerability lurking beneath the bravado, making Dally not just a troublemaker, but a tragic anti-hero.
Yes, this is us.
This is garbage. I wouldn't feed it to you.
Well, what? Oh, go on, ask him. Ask him where we are.
Let's do it for Johnny, man. We'll do it for Johnny.
Torn between his harsh reality and his deep love for his found family. Long before The Outsiders, Dillon was carving out his path in Hollywood. He made his feature film debut in Over the Edge, 1979, and quickly became a teen idol thanks to his appearances in films like My Bodyguard, 1980, and Tex, 1982. But Dillon wasn't content to remain just a pretty face. He pushed himself with more challenging roles that showcased his versatility as an actor. Despite a few missteps along the way, including the mixed reception of his directorial debut, City of Ghosts, 2002, Dillon's career continued to rise. He starred in Crash, 2004, for which he was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Now, Dillon is 61 years old, still acting and proving that his passion for storytelling has never waned. 5. Patrick Swayze as Daryl Curtis. Patrick Swayze was born on August 18, 1952, in Houston, Texas, into a family that blended artistry with hard work. By 30, he had already established himself as a rising star, bringing both toughness and heart to his portrayal of Daryl "Derry" Curtis in The Outsiders, 1983. As the eldest Curtis brother, Derry wasn't just a sibling. He was a protector, a father figure, and the glue holding his fractured family together.
You know, I wish that you could concentrate on...
Hell have you been? Do you know what time it is? Well, it's 2 o'clock. I'm sick and tired of you sticking up for him, you hear me? Don't you yell at him!
Swayze's natural charisma and ability to balance strength with vulnerability made the role unforgettable. While The Outsiders highlighted his dramatic talent, it was Dirty Dancing, 1987, that turned him into a household name. His role as Johnny Castle earned him a Golden Globe nomination and solidified his status as a cultural icon. Beyond acting, Swayze showcased his musical abilities, co-writing and performing She's Like the Wind, a haunting ballad that became a Billboard hit. His career continued to soar with Roadhouse, 1989, and Ghost, 1990, the latter earning him another Golden Globe nod. But Swayze's life wasn't without challenges. In 2008, he was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Despite the odds, he faced his battle with resilience, continuing to work on the TV series The Beast. Sadly, he passed away on September 14, 2009, at age 57, surrounded by family. His life, marked by passion, perseverance, and an unshakable spirit, remains an enduring inspiration. 6. Rob Lowe as Soda Pop Curtis. Born on March 17, 1964, Rob Lowe was just 19 when he took on the role of Soda Pop Curtis in The Outsiders, 1983. With his charm and easygoing nature, Lowe captured the warmth and loyalty of Soda, the middle Curtis brother who held the family together. His performance resonated with audiences, setting the stage for a skyrocketing career. As a key member of the Brat Pack, Lowe became a defining face of 1980s cinema, starring in Class, 1983.
You gotta wear pants too, buddy. Hey, there's $1 still about that. How about my jeans?
Tony, where you been? Fell asleep in the lot.
You what?
Really crazy. We decided really early that it was
St. Elmo's Fire, 1985, and About Last Night, 1986. However, fame came with challenges. A highly publicized scandal in 1988 nearly derailed his career, but Lowe's resilience led to an incredible reinvention. His critically acclaimed role as Sam Seaborn on The West Wing, 1999 to 2003, brought him back into the spotlight, earning multiple award nominations. Beyond acting, Lowe explored directing, making his mark with The Bad Seed, 2018. Now 61, he remains a respected actor, director, and producer, proof that talent and perseverance can outlast even the toughest setbacks. 7. Emilio Estevez as Two-Bit Matthews. Born on May 12, 1962, Emilio Estevez was 21 when he played Two-Bit Matthews, the wisecracking greaser with a heart of gold. His effortless blend of humor and sincerity made Two-Bit a fan favorite, and The Outsiders served as a launching pad for an impressive career. A core member of the Brat Pack, Estevez starred in The Breakfast Club, 1985, and St. Elmo's Fire, 1985, cementing his place in Hollywood's 1980s teen movie scene.
I gotta quit smoking.
Well, I hear they stamp your face into gorilla.
But his ambitions extended beyond acting. He ventured into directing with Wisdom, 1986, and later helmed Men at Work, 1990, proving his versatility as a filmmaker. Despite personal ups and downs, including high-profile relationships and a brief marriage to Paula Abdul, Estevez remained a constant in Hollywood. Now 63, he continues to shine both on screen and behind the camera, a testament to his lasting influence in the industry. 8. Michelle Meyrink as Marcia. Michelle Meyrink, born on September 1, 1962 in Vancouver, brought charm and wit to her role as Marcia in The Outsiders, 1983. Though not a central character, her performance as Cherry Valance's quick-witted best friend left an impression, bridging the gap between the socks and the greasers. She went on to steal scenes in 1980s cult classics like Revenge of the Nerds, 1984, and Real Genius, 1985, solidifying her place in the teen comedy genre.
I told you before, I'm never going out with you when you're drinking, and I mean it!
Why me all the time? That, huh?
Yes,
Must be a nice neighborhood.
it is.
However, Hollywood's fast-paced lifestyle didn't fulfill her, and in 1989, she made the bold decision to step away from acting. Seeking a deeper purpose, she embraced Zen Buddhism, even spending time in the Dominican Republic on a journey of self-discovery. Now 63, Meyrink has built a life far removed from Hollywood. She and her husband, John Dumbrill, whom she met at the Vancouver Zen Center, have raised 3 children in a home centered on mindfulness and spiritual exploration, a path that brought her the peace and fulfillment fame never could. 9. Diane Lane as Cherry Valance. Diane Lane, born on January 22, 1965, was just 18 when she took on the role of Cherry Valance in The Outsiders, 1983. Despite her young age, Lane brought remarkable depth to Cherry, a sock girl who defied social boundaries with intelligence, compassion, and a sharp sense of perception. Her performance was one of the film's most memorable, capturing Cherry's internal conflict as she straddled the line between 2 rival worlds. Following The Outsiders, Lane's career flourished.
Tell you something, Pony Boy, and it might come as a surprise, but things are rough. I hope I never see Dallas Winston again. If I do, Thanks, Pony Boy.
She showcased her versatility in Streets of Fire, 1984, and The Cotton Club, 1984, proving she could seamlessly transition between action, romance, and period dramas. However, it was A Walk on the Moon, 1999, that truly solidified her status as a powerhouse actress, earning her an Independent Spirit Award nomination. Despite personal and professional challenges, including a highly publicized marriage to Josh Brolin, Lane remained a force in Hollywood. She continued to take on compelling roles, from Martha Kent in Man of Steel, 2013, to a gripping turn in Let Him Go, 2020. Now approaching 60, Diane Lane remains a commanding presence in the industry, consistently proving that talent, resilience, and authenticity are the keys to longevity. 10. Leif Garrett as Bob Sheldon. Leif Garrett, born on November 8, 1961, was 21 when he portrayed Bob Sheldon, the troubled yet privileged sock in The Outsiders. Though his role was brief, Garrett's performance perfectly captured Bob's internal struggles, an emotionally conflicted teen masking his insecurities with aggression. Garrett's fame, however, began long before The Outsiders.
You guys know what creases are? Just because we got a little drunk doesn't mean you have
You call reeling and
escape. But the thing that's the most important.
As a child actor turned teen idol in the 1970s, he became a household name through TV appearances and a music career that sent teenage hearts racing. His transition to film, particularly with The Outsiders, was an attempt to showcase his range beyond the pop star persona. Despite his early success, the pressures of fame took a toll. Garrett faced well-documented struggles with addiction and legal troubles, often overshadowing his acting and music careers. Still, he remained active in entertainment, appearing in films like Thunder Alley, 1985, and Skateboard, 1978, as well as reality shows that explored his journey to recovery. Now 63, Garrett's legacy remains a mix of stardom and redemption, a cautionary yet inspiring tale of resilience in the entertainment world. 11. Glenn Withrow as Tim Shepard. Born on June 19, 1961, in Highland Heights, Kentucky, Glenn Withrow was 22 when he stepped into the role of Tim Shepard, the tough yet fiercely loyal leader of a rival greaser gang. Withrow's portrayal brought depth to the character, showing not just Tim's hardened exterior but also his unwavering loyalty and streetwise intelligence. His role in The Outsiders marked the beginning of a steady Hollywood career. He collaborated with Francis Ford Coppola again in Rumble Fish, 1983.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, kid.
Some breakfast or something?
Nope.
See you later. Take it easy. Take it easy.
Peggy Sue Got Married, 1986, proving his versatility as an actor. But Withrow's ambitions extended beyond acting. He later transitioned behind the camera, becoming the CEO of In-House Media, Inc., a film production company. His work as a director and producer, particularly with The Last Champion, received critical praise, solidifying his place in the industry beyond his on-screen performances. Now 63, Glenn Withrow continues to thrive, balancing his career in acting, directing, and producing. His journey from The Outsiders to a successful Hollywood entrepreneur is a testament to his talent, adaptability, and passion for storytelling. 12th, Tom Waits as Buck Merrill. Tom Waits, born on December 7, 1949 in Pomona, California, was 33 when he stepped into the role of Buck Merrill. Though his screen time in The Outsiders was brief, his portrayal of Buck, a world-weary but intriguing presence, added a layer of quiet intensity to the film. By the time The Outsiders hit theaters, Waits was already a legend in the making. His music career had taken off in the early 1970s, marked by albums like Closing Time, 1973.
What? All right, go for 315 train to Windricksville. It's a freight.
I'm no longer allowed on eBay.
Really?
And Nighthawks at the Diner, 1975, where his gravelly voice and evocative storytelling set him apart. But it was the 1980s, when he teamed up with his wife Kathleen Brennan, that his sound became truly unclassifiable. With albums like Swordfish Trombones, 1983, and Rain Dogs, 1985, he reinvented himself with a mix of blues, folk, and avant-garde influences. While music was his foundation, Waits also carved out a compelling film career, starring in cult classics like Down by Law, 1986, and lending his distinct presence to films by directors like Jim Jarmusch and Francis Ford Coppola. His ability to shift between music and acting with effortless authenticity made him a true artistic force. Now, at 75, Tom Waits remains an icon of originality. His influence stretches across generations, inspiring artists from Bruce Springsteen to Nick Cave. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2011, his legacy continues, proving that whether through music or film, his work stands the test of time. 13. Gailard Sartain as Jerry. Born on September 18, 1946 in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Gailard Sartain was 37 when he played Jerry in The Outsiders. Though his role was small, his warm, down-to-earth presence gave the film a moment of quiet stability amid the chaos of the greaser's world. Sartain's path to Hollywood was anything but conventional. He got his start behind the camera, working as a cameraman at a local TV station in Tulsa.
It's like 3 sticks of old dynamite. You shake it up, the rest of America don't mean jack shit. You in Mississippi now.
I'm serious. I said, well, who are you? He said, well, I'm Jim Hawes.
But his big break came with the Uncanny Film Festival and Camp Meeting, where he donned the eccentric persona of Dr. Mazeppa Pompazoidi, a bizarre wizard-like TV host who became a regional sensation. His offbeat humor caught the attention of talent scouts, leading to a long-time stint on Hee Haw, where he entertained audiences for nearly 2 decades. From there, Sartain's career took off. He became a familiar face in film, with standout roles in Mississippi Burning, Fried Green Tomatoes, and The Buddy Holly Story. Even his brief but memorable turn as a wealthy Texan in The Jerk, 1979, left an impression on fans. Now 78, Sartain's on-screen appearances have slowed, but his impact remains. From late-night TV oddities to Hollywood classics, he built a career on versatility, humor, and an unmistakable presence that still resonates with audiences today. 14. William Smith as store clerk. William Smith, born on March 24, 1933 in Columbia, Missouri, was 50 when he appeared in The Outsiders as the unassuming store clerk. Though his role was minor, his presence carried the same quiet intensity that defined his decades-long career. Smith was more than just a character actor, he was a Hollywood powerhouse. With over 300 film and TV credits, he became a fixture in the industry, known for playing rugged, no-nonsense characters.
You know, you gotta pay for that magazine.
God, don't shoot.
His breakthrough came in the 1970s with the role of Anthony Falconetti in Rich Man, Poor Man, 1976, a performance that solidified his reputation as one of the most formidable tough guys in Hollywood. But Smith's off-screen life was just as fascinating as his on-screen roles. A former bodybuilder, competitive arm wrestler, and decorated military veteran, he served as a Russian intercept interrogator during the Korean War. His fluency in multiple languages combined with his athleticism made him one of the most uniquely skilled actors of his time.
You're fast and you like pain.
Some kind of hard guy or something.
Crumb, and he lives in the earth.
After a career spanning nearly 8 decades, Smith retired in 2014, stepping away from the spotlight to focus on his personal life. He passed away on July 5, 2021, at the age of 88, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances and a life as storied as the characters he portrayed. As we look back at The Outsiders after 41 years, it's incredible to see how the cast has evolved, both in their careers and personal lives. From rising stars to Hollywood legends, their journeys continue to inspire. What are your thoughts on the cast's transformation over the years? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on your favorite movies and stars.